Do you know how Shlu's been talking about PL not wanting to fight Agony all day? This is going to be awkward. Agony versus PL, 2 more matches, and actually, the second match is going to be them. It was a little bit close for a while. Agony were actually behind, but they did manage to break the prophecy. They're just throwing out different setups that are good.
Agonie's awesome. They're bringing different stuff all the time. We haven't seen like a heavy missile kite team in this tournament, I feel like, and they're bringing it, on day 5 and winning with it. It's very, very cool.
I wonder if they're like planning to counter what the teams they're playing against are bringing, or they're just going like, yeah, cool list of setups, A, B, C, D. They're just like, this one is we're gonna do in this match, and then this one in this
They're
match.
like spinning a twister wheel to choose
Yeah.
between like 6 different ones.
That's the perfect way to never get like have someone predict what you're gonna do. Just like random number generator.
It's true.
What's up? We feel today.
The execution was really good there by Agony. They started off by damping out the logistics, killing enemy assault frigates that are going to come in. Basically, once, as they showed there at the end of the match, as soon as they're able to get all the tackle off the field, they're relatively safe. So they did that well. They switched to the Oneros at the proper time while they still had a few sabers up, chewed through most of the armor, and just made a pretty impressive victory. It was good flying all around.
So the big question for me is, does PL bring the same setup they brought for all 3 Hydra matches in the fight against Agony? And does Agony have to bring something that can beat that setup? I mean, what does Agony do, going into that match? I have no idea.
I think PL will bring the same thing. Agony's going to copy the Hydra setup.
And if Agony win with that, that would be like an awkward way to end the day.
Agony doesn't seem like the copy someone else's setup style
That's true.
team.
That's true. They've brought very.
They're no
original-
dark side. They're no decorator crab, as Twitch Chat told us. It is apparently a large group of crab species.
All right. Well, next up, we do have Darkside versus the Ronin. It's the second last match of the day.
And it's a best of 1, correct?
Yes.
This is it's a best of 1. Like
Yes.
It's a best of 1.
Yeah.
It's a best of 1.
So whoever loses this is out.
Yeah.
And whoever wins this goes to the losers semis
Yes.
against the winner of
PL
and Agony.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Great.
We have some scheduling issue. For some reason, we've randomly injected an exhibition match.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's because these matches are so close together, probably. Because the next one is Ronin. I forget.
Yeah.
Ronin
Darkside, and Darkside was just
Yeah.
in a match like 20 minutes ago or something. So,
All right.
So we want to give.
do we
them some
actually have an
space.
exhibition match?
Yes, we do. I believe it's RVB.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just RVB.
And
It's Red Federation versus Blue Republic.
Yes. And it's going to be tie-dyed.
Sweet.
It's going to be operating at 3 times the normal speed, which will make it a bit odd and interesting to watch.
It'll look a bit weird.
It's gonna be a short match.
And then CCP Veritas will adjust the dials up and down as he pleases. And this, of course, is to buy some more time for Darkside and the Ronin, Agony Empire, and PL, because they did just fight. Agony Empire would basically have 20 minutes to do picks and bans and decide their new setup. So they're getting a little bit of extra time, and I think that's good. And RVB are good, and they'll put on a show. There won't be a Thomas.
Yeah, maybe we should give a kind of shout out to what they do. If you're new to EVE or you, don't know about them for some reason. RVB is like a high-sec permanent war deck that lets anybody in. So it's a very common way for people to get introduced to PvP is to join RVB, where they just try to promote like casual, constant fighting between the two alliances that are war decked against each other. And a lot of people that wind up really good PvPers, people like CCP Fozzy actually spent time in RVB.
Yep. And it's a good thing to do, like, if you just have, like, a guy in a big alliance or something like this, or you're a miner or something like that. You put an alt in RVB, and occasionally, like, you spur of the moment decide you want to do some PvP, you can hop into your RVB alt and start playing immediately. Delta Vecchio, the guy who runs red and blue, is a really cool guy. Very hands-off and running. Like, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, they're not really about taking soft. They're just about having a blast. And I think our own CCP Sox 4 used to be in RVB as well.
Yeah, he was a director, I think.
Yeah. He was probably in charge of fitting ships. That's what he does for us. He fits ships pretty much all day. But that's going to be really interesting. And we're just trying to set those teams up now. and show you guys some extra spaceship action apart from the stuff that's on our schedule. But then we will, of course, finish off with Darkside Ronin, Agony Empire PL, and it's going to be amazing.
Yes.
So, 3 times tie-dye we start out at.
Mm-hmm.
What's a good setup to fight in 3 times tie-dye?
Heavy missiles orbit
Yeah.
the beacon at 100 and
Yeah.
hope you don't fly out of the arena. I know that in the mock tournaments, we actually got to experience tie-dye, and it's a lot of fun, but when it hits, it's pretty instantaneous. And if you're not prepared for it, then you can completely overshoot your target and fly out of the arena in a matter of seconds.
Do you know what I think would be a good setup? Don't focus on winning the match. Just bring all interceptors and then get the other team motion sick. It's really, really fast interceptors. It's like a psychological warfare style.
I
setup.
think
Yeah.
what would be actually good is damage that like automatically targets for you,
Mhm.
like sentry drones or something.
FOF missile,
Like, FOF, like
cruise ravens.
yeah, FOF orbit the beacon at 100 and just turn the missile launchers on.
Yeah.
If they bring cruisers, like I'm sure since it's RVB, they'll just bring a bunch of maulers or whatever. They probably
Or-
won't have any idea what's going on, and they'll just.
Or
crash into
one
each
person
other.
will bring a blackbird and they'll have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, they'll shut the whole match down. Rule breaker.
You said rule breaker. They do have rules against these things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said a bunch of nice things about RVB just now, but I actually don't really like them because they by trying to create this friendly casual environment, they actually have some restrictions on what sort of stuff they allow, which is maybe makes it a more forgiving environment. But they do things like not allow ECM in some fights, control like whether they're bringing all frigs for one thing or all cruisers for one thing. They don't allow potting, a lot of this kind of stuff. Which is,
It makes it a welcoming and open.
yeah,
kind
it's
of
like a
environment, but
kind of a gateway, I guess, to
Yeah.
real PvP.
it's a gateway drug.
Well, I mean, I think the emphasis in RVB is that on learning,
Yeah.
not on necessarily this is Eve and this is a harsh world that you live in. They're just trying to promote learning and quick, easy, cheap fun.
But
When
how
I
can-
w-
Harshness is fun though. They
Yeah.
don't, they don't.
Back in the way back when I was a EVE Online player and a diplomat, I tried to recruit them and give them each a red and a blue constellation in 0-0, so they could just Sav war with each other. But it came down to a vote, and I think it was by one vote they decided to stay in high sec.
Really?
Yeah.
Like 0-0 is like if 0-0 is like a golf course where they take the governors off the golf carts and people can just kind of go nuts.
Yes.
RVB like puts really heavy governors on the golf carts. And they go really slowly and you can never tip them over in sand
They
bunkers, and
just have
it's no fun.
segways. There's no golf carts. It's just all segways.
Pretty much.
I have to admit, when I heard no potting, I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's see what these awesome guys have prepared for us. This is an exhibition match leading up to our 2 final matches, Darkside versus Ronin, Agony Empire versus PL. Wait, let's get some predictions. We're
Yeah.
doing predictions.
I was gonna say.
Predicts an RVB?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, there's a clear favorite here. If you guys say the wrong one, you're just wrong.
Brent.
Blue.
They're the same. It's stupid. I pick red. No, wait. I pick blue.
You're both wrong. You're both wrong. You went with blue. Red Federation is the dictatorial regime. They're a much stronger group.
I too believe in Red Federation.